I have never changed oil in my life, and this is how I'm gonna do it. As I had never changed the engine oil before, I started with the research. First, I went through the Honda's owner's manual. After that, I searched online for the required parts and the tools for the oil change. I watched bunch of YouTube videos to get to know about the entire process. Then I noted everything on my notebook for the future reference. When everything was clear, I went to the shop and bought all the required tools and the spare parts. And here are all the parts and the tools I bought, along with the specs and the amount. Based on the recommendation of Honda, I bought 3 liters of 10W30 Motul engine oil. It met all the requirements, so I chose it. It cost me about 40 euros 90 cents each, multiply by 3, that's 44 euros 70 cents total. The next one is engine oil filter. I bought Honda's original oil filter. Based on my research, I find many people stick with the original part, so I too got the original one. It cost me about 13 euros and 90 cents. Moving on to the next one, torque range. I don't have experience with the torque values and therefore I cannot estimate torque by feel. So I found it logical to get the torque range with the range from 19 to 108 Newton meters. That cost me about 29 euros 90 cents. Since I didn't want to open the engine oil filter with my hand, so I got the range for the oil filter. That cost me about 5 euros 99 cents. Next is the drain bolt. I also got the new drain bolt and the washer. The bolt was magnetic. That was about 4 euros 99 cents. Oil drain pan cost me about 6 euros 90 cents. Funnel was about 2 euros 90 cents. And 12mm range was for 3 euros 99 cents. That makes the grand total of 113 euros 52 cents. I live in Northern Europe. Here weather gets extreme during winter months, so I had kept my motorcycle inside the garage. So I took the motorcycle out. Honda recommends to warm the engine oil first for about 2 to 5 minutes if the oil is cold. Therefore I warmed the bike for 5 minutes before. So it's been about 5 minutes. Let's turn off the engine. We need to wait about 2 to 3 minutes before we start our engine oil change. Then I open the oil cap, which is on the right side. This will help to drain the oil better. First I put the oil drain pan under the motorcycle. Then took 12mm wrench to open the drain bolt. I made a mistake here. I wasn't careful with the direction of the wrench. So to unscrew you basically have to wrench anti-clockwise, but I did the other way. Then I quickly realized and corrected my mistake, then unscrewed and drained the oil. I use the oil filter wrench to open the filter out. Then I clean the space using a towel. Before installing the new filter, it is recommended to use some engine oil over the O-ring. So I did that. Finally, I put the oil filter and made hand tight. The recommended torque value by Honda is 26 Newton meter. So I used the torque wrench to tight up to the required torque value. After all the oil has been drained out, I took my new drain bolt and the washer and screwed using my hands. The recommended torque value for the drain bolt is 30 Newton meter. So I used torque wrench to get the torque right. The final step is to add some fresh engine oil. The recommended volume is 2.7 liters if you are changing oil filter as well, and 2.6 liters if you are only changing the oil. Since I also changed the oil filter, I added 2.7 liters of new engine oil. Finally, I close the oil cap. The last thing I did was check for the leaks. Since there were no any leaks, the process was complete. So this was my entire process of oil change. Let me know in the comment section if there is something I missed or would have done better. If you like the video, leave a like, and if you like contents related to motorcycle adventure, press the subscribe button. It will help the channel significantly. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.